In this video, I'm going to show you how to use some basic tools in Revit, such as creating walls, doors, windows, adjusting your level of detail so you can see wall assemblies, and we'll also review how to use the tab button. Okay, so number one, I'm going to use the wall command. The type selector will help me find whatever wall type is already loaded into the project. Now remember, I have a project browser and properties, and in order to find the wall type selector, I have to have the properties dialog box active. So we'll go ahead and use this one. It's basic wall exterior brick on wood stud, and we'll draw 4 lines. One of the first things you notice is that as I draw this, I don't see the wall assembly. I can't see how it's broken down. I don't see the brick as opposed to the stud cavity, or the sheathing, or the sheetrock. Okay, in order to fix that, we'll come down here to the bottom left hand side of the screen. All these tools deal with how we view the environment. The one on the left hand side here, it's just a white box, will tell me by clicking on it that our current setting is coarse. We need to change that to something like medium or fine. Okay, immediately after you do that, you can see all the detail. This is the brick, this is the stud cavity. Okay, now we'll go back and let's say we wanted to add a door. Even though there are several doors already loaded, and I can find them by clicking on the type selector, there's a good chance the door that you want might not be here. So what I'm going to do is come over here on the right hand side of this dialog box, which is of the menu, which is currently on the Modify tab, and I'm going to load family. Okay, this will only allow me to load a door since that was the active command. I'll find the doors category, and here's a residential folder. Any one of these doors now can be loaded. Let's say that I want 2 panel. If I just want to preview it, just click on the text. We got a 3 panel, 4 panel, 5 panel, 6 panel. So find something that appeals to you or something that you're after. We'll open that and it'll ask you, okay, what sizes are you looking for? Okay, what are some common sizes? Well, for a bedroom, maybe we'd go with like a 2'6", which is going to be your 30 by 80 inches tall. And you notice that if you scroll down far enough, you're going to find some 84-inch doors. But 80 inches is the equivalent of a 6'8", which tells you right here, and that's very common in residential construction. So 2'6", 2'8", 2'10", any one of these would do for a bedroom door. We'll say OK. Okay, that's now loaded in the project, so anywhere that we click, the door shows up. Okay, great. And you can also do the same thing for windows. Okay, now let's say that I wanted to use that dimension tool, and it's found on the quick access toolbar. One of the things we went over in class was how do you dimension to that point of the wall that you're after, which should always be one side or the other of the stud, in some cases the center. So in this case I could see a blue dashed line, which I know is not the center or edge of the stud, but it is the center of the wall. Center of the wall is not that helpful. Okay, a builder needs to know where does the edge of the stud lie, because that's what he's going to build first. So if I want to move the dashed line from the center of the wall to the edge of the stud, I have to hover. And initially that won't do anything. If I hold down or just tap the tab button, don't hold it down, sorry, correction, don't hold it down, just tap the tab button, then that blue line will follow my cursor whenever I hover over one of these distinct points within the wall. So let's say I want to go to the outside edge. I simply click here. Now I'm going to go pick up the door, and then we can move this over to the other side. And I have to hit tab once more. Okay, that puts it right on the outside edge of that stud. We've got 3 dimension points. Now suppose that I wanted to put in an additional wall. We'll go back to the architecture tab. We use the wall command. This time I'm going to hit the drop down and we'll go find an interior 4.5-inch partition. Okay, I'm going to put in a few walls here. And if I wanted to dimension these, I already have this dimension string that's been inserted. Initially it would seem that there's no way to modify this. So you might think that you'll come up here, use the quick access toolbar, and recreate the dimension string. However, by clicking on it, on the Modify menu bar, I can click on Edit Witness Line, which will allow me to basically edit this dimension string that I already created previously. So now I'll just pick a point on one of these walls, go to the center wall, center line, which really I shouldn't do because you want to be consistent. So if I've gone to one edge over here, left hand side, I should go to the left hand side of this wall. I've already gone to the center. If I just click on it again, then it will reset, allowing me to go, if I push tab, to the left hand side of the next wall, come over here, do the same thing, and then I'm going to click down here into space, which indicates, hey, I'm all done using this command. You don't want to hit escape and you don't want to hit enter. You just click in any white space, and now the command is done being used. If I want to adjust some of these dimensions, then click on the object that you want to move. If it's the door, click here. Don't click on the wall and then go adjust this text and expect it to move the door. Whatever you have selected is what's going to move. So we'll say we want you to be an even 5 feet. Okay, and whatever's left over here, it says 7 foot 4 and 11/16. If I don't like that dimension, I'll click on this wall. I can also select multiple walls. Nope, that's not going to work for me. We'll just click on this one and we'll say we want you to be 7 space 6, 7 foot 6 inches. We'll go to the next one. We'll say we want you to be 9 feet. The next one, we want you to be 7 feet. And we're left with 7 foot 7/8 of an inch, which we can also fix if we just want that to be 7 feet. Make sure you select the wall, and we got it.